Sunshine DMV, happy Sunday. We are waking up to cold conditions out there, but at least we'll see more peaks of sunshine as we head through your day with warmer temperatures. So keep it here. Full check of that forecast is coming up.
And ahead this morning on DC News Now, a community in mourning after a volunteer firefighter dies in an explosion in Sterling. We'll tell you who that firefighter was and take you to the scene of that explosion. Plus, DC police responding to the shooting of a child last night. Their plea to get residents to resolve conflicts without guns. And big changes for commuters this President's Day. We're showing you how to get around the DMV for tomorrow's federal holiday.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And we're just about 8 seconds shy of 7 o'clock on this Sunday morning. Cue in Lion King's Circle of Life. This is a beautiful shot as the sun comes up over our area. Do not be deceived. It's very pretty, but it's also very chilly. Take a moment and enjoy that. Beautiful sunrise. Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. We'll get to our top stories in just a bit. But first, let's head on over to weather forecaster Brittany Ward. And Brittany, what a difference in 24 hours where we are. No snow, a lot colder. That sunrise does look very pretty, though.
Yeah, and I was about to say, we're actually seeing the sun at this hour. You think back to yesterday, we were just seeing snow fall across portions of the DMV. So at least we are starting off with a dry and quiet note. But yes, those temperatures are fairly cold out there, so have the jacket when stepping out the door. This is a regional view of satellite and radar showing you the overall picture. We are seeing a mixture of sun and clouds at this hour. A cold front off to our west. That will dip its way into our area as we head into Monday, but it looks like it's lacking moisture, so we're going to keep things dry as we head into at least the first half of your work week. So let's talk about these cold temperatures. Well, we're below freezing across the entire area. 27 is the current temperature in the nation's capital, 24 as you head over there to Hagerstown, 21 there in Winchester. So very chilly start to our day, and then you factor in those wind chill values. It still feels like below freezing across much of the area. It feels like 13 in Woodstock. 15 is what it feels like right now in Hagerstown. So again, if you're heading out the door for sunrise service or to grab a bite to eat for breakfast, just make sure you have the jacket on hand. Talking about your breakfast forecast, we're going to be holding on to those chilly conditions all the way up into that 8 o'clock hour. And then it looks like we finally get into mid-30s as we head into 10.
All right, Brittany, thank you. 701 new this morning. D.C. police looking for an armed robbery suspect in Southeast. They say that robbery was near Henley Elementary School on 4th Street at about 3:45 this morning. Police say that suspect is armed with a handgun. And also new overnight, D.C. police found a 10-year-old shot near the intersection of 13th Street and Congress Street in Southeast. Police responded to reports of gunshots in the area at about 8:30 last night. That child was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say they believe the child was caught in the middle of two people shooting at each other.
Devastating, continues to be devastating anytime anyone's hurt in D.C., especially shot. But more so that we continue to use firearms as a means of resolving conflict. So again, as we continue to say, please put the guns down.
Police have not identified a suspect or suspects in this case. Anyone with information is asked to call D.C. police. Coming up on 7:03, and two more people have been charged in last week's shooting death of a 2-year-old boy in Prince George's County. Police say the two teenagers, 15 and 16 years old, are both being charged as adults, charged with first and second degree murder. Police already arrested two men in this case, and they're still looking for additional suspects. Now, earlier this week, Prince George's County community gathered looking for ways to heal after that tragic shooting of that toddler. Officials from the county's executive office hosted a healing circle on Thursday, giving the community the space to process what happened.
A lot of times when grief happens, maybe we just move on or we toughen up or whatever we have to do to keep going, right? Because the day-to-day responsibilities continue. But this is an opportunity for us to pause, process what has happened.
That 2-year-old Jeremy Pukasiris and his mother, Rosa, were hit by stray bullets. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. The grieving continues this morning for a firefighter killed in Friday night's house explosion in Loudoun County, Virginia, after a leaking underground propane tank was found. Officials say 45-year-old Trevor Brown, a member of the Sterling Volunteer Fire Company, died. We're told 13 other people were hurt in that explosion along Silver Ridge Road. And that's where we find DC News Now's Dave Laval with more.
Firefighters will race into harm's way without a second thought to save a life. Yet the devastation behind me serves as a reminder of how one firefighter made the ultimate sacrifice.
We lost a family member. We lost one of our own.
A difficult day for Loudoun County Fire Chief Keith Johnson and all firefighters. Flags remain lowered at Sterling Cascade Station 18 and 25 in tribute to Trevor Brown. The 45-year-old volunteer firefighter died in Friday's house explosion.
You know, a very dedicated member and, riding up there for, like I said, over 6 years now.
Brown and other firefighters responded to a gas leak at the house along Silver Ridge Drive just before 8 p.m. They discovered a leaking 500-gallon underground propane tank. It exploded about 30 minutes later. Brown died at the scene, while 13 other people, mostly firefighters, were injured.
It's no difference whether you do this for pay or whether you do this for volunteers. The hazards are the same to all of us.
I thought it was a bomb.
Saul Tejada lives nearby. He got his first good look at the devastation Saturday.
It was really bad. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's something that never thought it would happen in the neighborhood.
4 firefighters remain hospitalized, including an unknown number at the Washington Hospital Center burn unit.
Unfortunately, one firefighter lost their life. It's not what we ever look forward to, but we all go into this job and volunteer a career knowing that could happen.
Trevor Brown leaves behind a wife and 3 children. In Sterling, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thank you. And DC Fire and EMS say one person is hurt following a fire in Northwest. They responded to that fire on the 2nd floor of a row building on Rock Creek Church at about 9:30 yesterday. Fire crews say 7 people were displaced by the fire. And police in Prince George's County found a woman dead while conducting a welfare check yesterday on St. James Court in Accokeek. When officers arrived at about 9:30, they found a woman inside a home suffering from trauma. She died on the scene. Police say there is no threat to that community, but investigators do not believe this is a random incident. It's now being investigated as a homicide. All right, your time is 7:06, and a heads up for commuters. Maryland State Highway Administration is lowering the speed limit along a 2-mile stretch of road in Frederick. That mile stretch known as Golden Mile. The Golden Mile stretch is on US 40 between US 15 and Campus Road. The speed limit in that area coming down to 35 miles an hour from 45 miles an hour. Maryland's SHA says there's hundreds of businesses along this section of the road, and about 45,000 to 120,000 vehicles drive that road each day. The new 35-mile-an-hour speed limit signs, those are being installed. Over in Fairfax County, a part of Stringfellow Road will be closed in both directions until Monday. According to Virginia's Department of Transportation, the stretch between Route 29 and Centerville Farms Road is shut down to install a water main. The closures will last until 5 p.m. on Monday. And for Metro riders, some trains and buses will be running on a different schedule tomorrow for President's Day. All Metro rail lines except the Red Line will run on a weekend schedule. Red Line trains will single track between Van Ness and Friendship Heights and run every 18 minutes between Glenmont and Shady Grove. Metro buses will run on a Saturday schedule. And in more information, the Montgomery County Department of Transportation is also changing service for President's Day. On Monday, the Ride-On Blue Line will not be in service. The Ride-On Orange Line will operate on a holiday schedule, and parking will be free at all county parking garages, lots, and curbside meters. Montgomery County's Department of Recreation is accepting donations for Project Prom Dress. This is the 3rd year the county is holding this giveaway event. They're accepting new or gently used dresses, suits, shoes, and accessories. You can drop off donations at the Marilyn J. Praisner Community Rec Center in Burtonsville. Donations will be accepted through the 29th. In April, all students, regardless of their parents' income, will be able to search for and select one free outfit. At 7:08 happening today, Mayor Bowser is kicking off Keep the Beat Week in D.C. The event celebrates the legacy of go-go music, which she calls the soundtrack of D.C. The week kicks off with the Go-Go Honors today. That event honors people who've preserved the history of go-go music and celebrates 4 years of the genre's designation as the official music of the nation's capital. The mayor will also host an anniversary concert in partnership with the D.C. Library tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, there will be a panel of influential women in go-go music and a blended performance of spoken word and go-go music. Hey, check this out. The Daytona 500 will be held in Florida today, and this year's race could feature a familiar face. That face right there, Frankie Muniz, star of Malcolm in the Middle, could make his Xfinity Series debut in this year's race. Muniz competed in an entry-level series last year and has been making his way up the NASCAR racing ladder. It will be in the number 35 Ford car if he races. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
He has, I haven't seen him in anything from Malcolm in the Middle, so.
I was going to say the same exact thing. I feel like I've not seen him in any movies in a very long time.
So if he races, we'll see how he does.
Talk about a career change. I'm just saying.
Well, you're not changing careers, Brittany. You're staying right there and telling us what the weather is like.
Yes, I will be right here until the day I decide to retire.
I thought you were going to say till the day I die.
Oh. Nope, until the day I retire, which, ladies and gentlemen, will be some years from now. But what I can tell you is what's going to be happening at least in the next couple of hours. It's going to be chilly, so make sure you have the jacket on hand for that breakfast forecast. We're still going to be holding on to the upper 20s here in the nation's capital. By that 8 o'clock hour, a mixture of sun and clouds will be the trend, and then we slowly start to see it warm up, mainly into the lower to mid 30s as we head into mid-morning. We start to see more peaks of sunshine, though, as we head into that 10 o'clock hour, but those winds will begin to pick up as we head through the afternoon. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast coming up.